All right, we found oodles of stuff around your house that are going to be perfect for dressing your table for Thanksgiving, but we needed placemats. Okay. But we found some craft paper upstairs under your bed, so this will work perfectly. Okay. What I've just done is place the plate down first, and then we're going to draw out the shape of a leaf around that. I've already done that by freehand, and you're taking a crack at it too. Yeah. I love that. But if you're not comfortable with doing it freehand, you can always look up a template online to either look at for inspiration or print it out really big and use that to cut as your tracing element. All right, I've got mine drawn. I'm going to start cutting mine out. And lay the leaf out. Looks pretty good, right? It's cute. Yeah. But we're going to take it to the next level. Okay. Ready to take out a little frustration? Yeah. Grab it from the center. Okay. Careful so we don't rip the paper, but we're going to crumple it up really lightly. And what this is going to do is, yes, it looks like a disastrous mess. Here's our placemat. But this is going to give a little bit of texture to it when we lay it out. So then you can go back in, crumple up some of the edges. And what's awesome about these is if somebody spills on the table during dinner, you're going to throw them out anyways after, right? Sure. But they're just going to add a nice little bit of harvest flair. Okay. There we go. So this one's done. Okay, let's crumple up the second one. That's the thing, you kind of get like, you want to go back in, add a little more texture to them. Some of the tree wrapping, burlappy stuff. Remember the toilet paper rolls? I do. These are going to turn into napkin rings. Okay. And what we're going to do is use some of the burlap that I found outside that you're going to use to wrap up your trees. Yeah. Instead, we're going to use them to dress the napkin rings. And then we also found these little pine cones and some raffia. All of these are perfect ingredients for our little crafty project. So I'm going to have you start by cutting this in half. Okay. I've already done that with one of them here. And I've cut off a small strip of the burlap. And basically, we're just going to wrap the toilet paper roll, the half toilet paper roll, with the burlap and enough overhang so we've got some of like the kind of rustic frayed edges there. Hold that in place. And then with the raffia, I'm just going to wrap it a few times around, so if the tape doesn't hold super well, that's fine. The raffia will hold it in place, and it'll also cover up the tape as well, so you won't notice it there. So if you just want to grab a piece of this. I found this little bowl of potpourri you had kicking around, and there were some nice little bits of color. So we can either wrap some of these around or even loop the pine cone in there. I kind of like the little bit of color here. And it's totally up to you whether you want to tie a little bow, just knot it off. I honestly feel like the more rustic we look with these, the better. I always like pulling them from the center and just tuck them right through. Ta-da! Looks so great. We can trim off some of the little edges there. Yeah, these are going to be perfect.